What's good, y'all? It's Hass Irv here, man. With my boy Will. We here on Drop the Heat. We about to turn the fuck up. No patience on the way. I hope y'all ready. I got a lot of surprises for y'all motherfuckers. So, let's get it.
Smooth operator, yeah, smooth operator. Smooth operator, yeah, smooth operator. Let me count this paper, grab my calculator. I smoke like Jamaica.
And we here. Drop the Heat on a very special edition right here in AN Studios. Who are you, man?
I'm Hass Irv, man. I'm Hass Irv.
Hi, sir. What's good, my brother? What's going on, bro? How's everything going?
Everything good, bro. Everything's good.
Yo, real quick, the audience got to know. Hass is going crazy. Hass Irv has been going crazy all year, man. You've been dropping this. You dropped this song called All Day. It's been going crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's at 700,000 views right now. How does that make you feel as an artist, bro, coming from Harlem?
I'm excited, bro. I mean, just trying to, for me, motivate all my youngin' in Harlem and all around the world, all around the universe.
Yeah.
For me, trying to take over the whole solar system. So,
Do you see yourself doing this in this year, 2020?
I ain't really put a time on it. I just see myself doing this. So now it's coming to life. It's like, fuck it, we here.
All right, no problem. No problem. So I'm not gonna lie to you. What has changed from the day that you got signed? You know, Hass Irv has gotten signed to Asylum Records. How has your life changed from that day that you signed that deal?
I feel like once I signed, I start understanding business more. I start understanding like just life and people more, and really like gain a sense of purpose for why I'm making music. So I'm not really just making music for myself anymore, or just for no reason. You feel me? So now when I go to the studio, like it's not just to record. I could go there just to gain inspiration and do little shit like that. That's just one example of like how I grew, like since I signed, just little shit like that. But yeah,
No problem. So, how old are you now?
23
You 23, and how long have you been making music?
since I was like 19.
So, what do you see the growth from when you was 19 to 23? Because I know you came out with music videos, taking music videos down, putting them back up. What, as an artist, makes you do that?
I'm just a perfectionist, honestly. So like, I don't know. I'm really critical on myself. So I feel like over the years, like the more I made music and the more I started like experimenting with sounds, like I threw away old sounds and like kept going with more. I don't know. So I feel like, for the most part, I don't know. I just feel like there are old songs and old videos that I don't feel like represent like the new way I'm trying to like really brand myself or put myself out there. I guess you want to say. For me, I'm on some fly rock star, crazy, lavish shit right now. For me, like at that time I wasn't having, now niggas having. So
Yeah, you really into streetwear and a lot of designer and fashion stuff. Are you a model as well?
nah, I don't really model like that. But
So you don't consider yourself a model?
nah, I don't. I'm not a model, but niggas pay me to wear clothes for them. So like I take your money if you want to like pay me to wear your brand. But I'm not a model. I'm a rapper.
All right. And I was just asking because people get into the modeling, the fashion world. ASAP Rocky be modeling now. Everybody wanted to touch on little different type of cultures when you get into music. It's the only reason why I asked.
Nah, that's a fact.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Somebody be trying to get me to model and shit, but I feel like the modeling industry is so like, I don't know, it's just like kind of like the music industry, like kind of weird. But even with the modeling industry, I feel like it's even darker, and it's like a whole bunch of shit. Like I don't even want to, like, I don't know, like if niggas pay the bag or just pay me, to wear some of my favorite brands, sure. But I'm not really like somebody who's like pursuing to go deep into modeling, like. I mean,
Yo, Haas, real quick, do you see what's going on with everything, the George Floyd incident, everybody looting, everybody saying fuck the NYPD? What do you feel about this topic, man?
I feel like, man, like it's such a touchy topic, and I feel like it's really fucked up, man. Just the fact that, every week or every other week or every day in this country, like we just losing brothers just because of one person's arrogance or one person's ego, and they feel like they're under contract, so they signed this contract, these officers, and it allows them to kill us without really being charged or really being held accountable for it. so they take advantage of it. Not all of them, but the majority of them, at least from what we seeing on the media and from what we've been through, like since we was children, for me. So I feel like me personally, being a nigga from Harlem, growing up, like I was harassed, like coming out of parties and shit, doing nothing with my friends. Like we just going to parties trying to have fun. We used to get stopped and frisked, chased down. I remember one time cops came out, pointed their guns right at us. Like we wasn't doing nothing. They just told us we fit the description just because eight dudes. They stopped some dude who wasn't even with us. I remember because we was recording and we was laughing. We like, yo, this nigga not even with us. Like some random nigga was just walking out the party with us, and it was us. And they stopped us, and this nigga like, yo, I'm not even with them. They was like, nah, y'all together. Like just because it was like just niggas, you feel me? And I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. Like this nigga not even with us, and he, feel me? And shit is just regular, you feel me? Like a nigga like that, at that time, I ain't go home and cry about it, for me. It was just like some shit niggas laughed about and put on Instagram, for me, on some regular shit, and it's crazy. That's the norm now, you feel me? But somebody's gonna have to change it. Like, I feel like eventually it's gonna have to be us as a collective, or it's
I mean, yeah. I feel like everybody's fighting for change right now, but you don't think everybody's going a little bit too far, just a little bit too far, because we want change, but people are going for black-owned businesses. People are just doing shit for fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like it's honestly turned into a purge than a protest. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like it's a two-way street. Like, some people might look at it as a purge, and some people might look at it like, you know, like a revolution. Like I see a lot of posts like, you know, we built this ground and we could burn it down. Like, and you know, if I could resonate with some of those people, because if you look back at it, like in America, we was slaves for about 300, 400 years, you feel me? So if you look at it, like, we never got really reprimanded for that. Like, if somebody per se who's African American is homeless right now, they can't just get up and be like, yo, my grandfather was a slave. I need a place to stay right now. You know, they're not just gonna up and just give you that, just like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Just like how if a black person gets shot, they're not just gonna up and go and arrest the officer who shot them for no reason. So it's like, I don't feel like the people who are looting are per se wrong for feeling how they feel, like, you know, feeling like they're entitled to something, because at the end of the day, they're entitled to justice, and they're not getting that. They're entitled to, you know, situations getting fixed, like, you know, rent pikes, all that type of stuff. Like, you got to think about people who are going out of business, going out of, like, losing their houses and stuff like that. So to them, they feel entitled, like, they feel like they lost so much, and then even with something like this happening, it's like, who are you to tell them, yo, you can't go steal out of this store? Or who you to tell somebody they can't run in here and take something if they all their life they've been having shit taken from them? You know what I'm saying? Like, in reality. So I don't know, and I see how like other business owners might look at it too. Like, yo, this shit's fucked up. You know, like I'm giving back to the community and shit. Like it's a two-way street. It's really fucked up. But I feel like the real answer to this problem is just gonna be for everybody to look over all of this, because I feel like it's a distraction. Like, all of this stuff that we're seeing in the media, I feel like it's bigger than just being on social media and going out and getting everybody rallied and stuff. I feel like it's bigger than a media thing and a public announcement thing. I feel like this has to start from within, like groups where people are meeting and actually going to community centers and building from in person, actually meeting and interacting with each other, not just meeting in the street with random people and just being like, yo, let's go fuck shit up, gang, woo. You feel me? Like, we're not just doing that. I'm not saying that people are being uncivil, because I've seen civil protests, but I'm just saying the best way would be for us to start from within, underground. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we know for. We known for being, you know, kind of like moving with the hidden message and then rising from above and taking over. That's what we do, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So that's how we should move, for me. We finesse it with it, for me.
You ever thought about being a pastor?
Hell no. I'm
just saying. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
From the homies, just like you, I feel like we just know how to express ourselves. That's why I fuck with all my bros, for me, like my man Will, all my homies.
Appreciate that.
You know, we out here expressing ourselves, just trying to create and build, put on for the community. But honestly, just looking at the world right now, like, I see a lot of like bright stars, but then I see a lot of omens, like the shit with the crows. I seen a video of mad crows flying. That shit had me scared. I was like, yo, I don't even want to leave the crib. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Like, we just gotta stay positive, man. We blessed and favored. Everybody just gotta stay safe.
Yo, man, on the more positive note, we're going to take a break real quick. We're going to play that all day. That's going crazy. No Paces on the way. You already know what's going on. Will Gates, my boy. Hass Irv to the left of me. We're going to play all day real quick. We'll be right back.
This is your brain on drugs.
Hass Irv. Yeah. I'm here to set the record straight. It's a lot of poses, a lot of fakers. Irv. 101, baby. We can't fake this. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. You said you got that drip, yo shit from the spot, my shop was sold. You said you got them racks every time I shop, it's 50 a mo. You said you flip them packs, I got one, took my shit for the load. Say you got a freak for me, I don't want that bitch, I know she a hoe. I ain't seen no ops last time I was up in the bank. I ain't seen no ops last time I was born the plane. They really think they in my lane, the fuck is these niggas insane? They say I might hop out the Honda, next year I hop out the range. They told me that I'm sick in the brain, a beat that can never be tamed. Fuck all these hoes, I'm in love with the game, go crazy, I think I'm deranged. I'm in the gym trying to work on my aim, just trying to work on my range. Hey, crunch to the jeans, but let's see the frames. She know I'm working, she's thinking myself on range. Count 200 racks, then I go buy a two-tone chain. Yeah, can't fuck no bro, bitch, nigga, my new old pay. How the fuck you smoke all ounce? I been sitting in the booth all day. How you got 100 on the dash? I been sitting in the coupe all day. Why the fuck you got so many haters? I be speaking the truth all day. Yeah, when my niggas on the stoop all day. Yeah, remember I was eating soup all day. What? Jimmy with it a lick all day. How about the chrome? Like GTA. Thought I was known, just take it on chrome. Bitch, you can find my name. They steal my flow, these niggas ain't got no shame. They talking my pose, these niggas ain't got no aim. They smoking on reds, these niggas ain't got no strains. No strains? Go hard in the paint like Kobe without no rain. No rain? He went to the hood, he left it without no change. Sitting in the booth all day. Yeah, I been sitting in the coupe all day. Yeah, I been speaking the truth all day. Yeah, with my niggas on the stoop all day.
And we back. I'm sweating, yo. That's every time I hit, yo, I tell this man, every time I see him, every time I see that song, I tell him, yo, Hass, 100,000 of those views came from me, myself, in my room watching them shit, because that video is fire. Fire, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Let me ask you a quick question. I got like 2 more questions before we get out of here, bro. Did you see the post about Virgil today?
What post about Virgil?
That he posted, he donated $50.
Oh, where he cash app?
Yeah. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yo, bro, how do you feel about that, bro? Because you wear off-white. A lot of people I know wear off-white. How do you feel about that, bro?
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. He basically just did that. Like, y'all wanted me to shut up. Y'all wanted me to speak. Y'all wanted me to donate. Here's $50. That's basically what he did, bro. He sent $50. Look, I donated. Shut up, y'all. That's basically what he did. I'm not gonna lie to you, Virgil. I'm watching you.
I feel like, kind of like how I was talking about entitlement earlier. Like, I feel like some people feel entitled. Like, when it comes to like looting and stuff like that with companies and shit, I kind of feel them with that. But I feel like when it comes to personal people, I feel like it's too personal because you don't know people's situation. You don't know what's what. Like, I could be the most famous person in the world and really be broke. Like, I'm not saying like Virgil's broke or anything, but you know, I don't know. Like, we don't really know if he sent $50 and then sent another 100 after that. Like, we don't know that. Like, you know, the man don't have to really explain himself. So it's like, I just feel like in that case, it's kind of people just digging too deep in someone's personal life and really just picking at it. But I mean, some of the memes on Twitter is funny, but it's like
Twitter's a nasty place, man.
Virgil good. He gonna be Gucci.
Yeah, he Gucci. What's his name? What do you see yourself in the next 5 years, Hass Irv? Not gonna lie, you're wilding. You've been wilding all 2020. I know it hasn't been a positive year, but you've been wilding, man.
Crazy. Hopefully we alive. If we alive, I mean, I see myself alive in 5 years. God willing, all praise to the Most High. But in 5 years, I'm probably have out another. I'm dropping 2 to 3 EPs this summer. Then I'm gonna drop my album either like towards the end of the year or next year. Drop another album. Honestly, I plan to have like 2 to 4 EPs. No, definitely 4 EPs. and like 3 albums or 4 albums out in the next 5 years. Like, so I mean,
With some industry names on there too, right?
yeah, all that. Yeah, I definitely want to fuck with a couple artists. I ain't got no idols right now, or nobody I'm feeling to work with. But for me, like I look at it like kind of like the NBA. You feel me? Like once you get in the NBA, you got to play with a couple of the all stars. You cool with certain all stars for me, and you got to have your rivalries too. So I mean, it's whatever. I'm ready to play.
This is a question a lot of people wanted to know. What happened to the song Rich the Kid, bro?
I don't know. That song was a good song. I feel like
A lot of people like that song. Like everybody looks it up. You can't find it no more.
nah, I just took it down because I didn't promote it really the right way, and I feel like I was kind of rushing with the promotion and all that when I first, recorded it and did it. But looking back at it, I mean, it wasn't really that bad of a song. I don't really know. I don't really care. I got mad music on the way. I got over 1,000 songs recorded, so it's like I don't even stress when I do music. Like I just look at it like it's a song. So for me, but that was a good song though. I fuck with that. Like that shit right there, I be raging.
If you listen to Hass Irv back in the day, man, you know what I'm talking about for real, man. Yo, what is something you could tell the people back on your block that look at you and be like, yo, Hass, you the man. What's some advice you give them? Because I know they're probably looking at you like, yo, what's up? Give me some advice. Give me some bread.
Just keep working. Stay focused. Don't be distracted by all of this shit. Cause, like I said, it's like the biggest problem with this generation is this distraction. There's too many distractions, like phones, scamming, cards, drip, fucking bitches, niggas, toxic relationships, runts, cookies. It's too like there's so many distractions. Like that's why niggas don't fucking want to go to school. Niggas don't want to work for nothing because there's too many distractions. Like you get up, you go to work, fucking scammer walking your fucking job, swiping everything. I'm like, what the fuck am I working here for? Like niggas scamming. You feel me? Like. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's all it is. Is just my thing is just for the youth to not get distracted and just focus on what you want. Not necessarily saying don't be distracted and don't do this or don't do that because for me, like I mean, nobody can judge anybody for what they do or how they get their money or how they hustle, but just don't be distracted by what other people are doing or don't be distracted by anything other than what you want to achieve or overcome. That's about it.
And Hass Irv, are we gonna see you again right here on Drop the Heat?
Of course, man. I got, like I said, over 1,000 songs recorded. So you do the math. We're gonna be here a couple times. I mean,
My brother, I appreciate you for doing this interview, man. When does No Patient come out again? Do you have a date? You have a specific date?
no date yet, but just know that it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like crazy. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be like I don't know, fast paced. Like there's no words to explain it. It's no patience. Just no patience.
No Patience on the way. Yo, this is Will Gates. Hass Irv to the left of me. Drop the Heat. AN Studios. We out of here.
Smooth operator, yeah, smooth operator.